What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the RAD cast. I'm Andrew DiMolanta. My friends call me Rogueleader.
I'm Nicki DiMolanta, and everybody calls me Dimmy.
Rogueleader. Rogueleader? I almost flubbed that.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Do you want to start over?
No, I'm okay. We're leaving it in.
Boy.
That's how the show works.
Shut up, stupid!
Yeah, haven't heard that voice in a while.
All right, yeah. Yeah, we haven't been haven't been watching him much at all.
Wow.
Whoops.
That's not the direction I thought you were going in when you started that sentence. Oh my God. Well, I mean.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I just haven't been in the whole like reactor space.
It's not
as
my
much.
thing.
It's just I've kind of fallen off of it. There are sometimes I'll watch a couple of our friends, like Alex and Molly. I'll watch their videos and things like that. But like other than that, like the reactor space, I haven't been watching movies at all lately.
I feel
like I'm so behind on that.
I feel like we might have mentioned this before, but like, yeah, the whole new show comes out, new Marvel show, new Star Wars show, new whatever kind of show, and then people or movie, and then people go to they go to see it or they watch it at home or whatever, and then they come on and they talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm gonna give it my rating. I'm gonna tell you what I thought about it. I don't fucking care. If I want to see if I'm gonna like it, I'm not gonna like it because you liked it. I'm gonna watch it myself, and I don't know. I feel like if you, I don't know, to each their own, but in my personal opinion, I feel like if you, because I think that some people use reactor type channels like that, like movie reviewers and people that review TV shows or whatever. I assume that some people use those as a barometer of like, should I waste my time?
Yeah.
If this person that I tend to line up with their views, if they like it, then I will probably like it and I'm going to go see it. I don't know. Fucking have an original thought for yourself. Go see it. I'm not going to go see it because, oh, well, this person on YouTube liked it.
Yeah.
I'm going to form that opinion for myself.
Yeah. It's not so much that for me anymore. I think one of my mutuals on TikTok said it best. Like, I'm just tired of the fandoms.
That too.
I'm just tired. Like, I love like talking Star Wars with like the people that I've met online and stuff like that, having meaningful discussions about like where we think like, oh, I like this because of this and that. But like, I'm just tired of all the whining.
Yeah.
Like it seems like all the fandoms, especially I think the top two like right now, obviously are Star Wars and Marvel fans, and they bitch about everything.
Yeah.
They can't find things they like about something. The MCU is like in shambles right now, apparently. From what I can tell. And like they've openly admitted, I think Bob Iger openly admitted that they were so focused on just getting shit out there as much as they could. It's like
quantity over quality.
And I would
wait, say that again.
Quantity over quality.
Quantity over quality.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why that took me so long. I don't know why it took so long to.
No, but yeah.
Hit in my brain.
But like, I could see that because there's at one point where people are like, oh, are we going to get superhero fatigue? It's like, I personally won't get tired of watching nerd shit. It's like, give me all you can. But like that, I do agree with like, they're so hell bent on just getting anything out there.
Yeah.
Like they would try so hard to like, there was like Moon Knight and then there was She-Hulk and then there was this and there was that. It's like, I don't know who these characters are. And they focus so much on all of that and they forgot about their main, because it felt like Marvel, like to a lot of people, it felt like the whole Marvel MCU storyline ended at Endgame. And everybody's like, all right, we beat Thanos. It's all over.
But I guess a counterpoint, not necessarily mine, but I guess something that somebody could say to what you just said, and I might be misinterpreting what you're saying, but I wonder if there's people out there that are like, yeah, but Marvel isn't just the Avengers. There are side people that are lesser known, and unless you're way into comic books, you're not going to know about them. I can barely name all the Avengers.
Yeah, but like the one thing is like there's this article out there or something. I noticed like somebody posted, or one of the news outlets posted, like they reported that Disney is trying to find their next Tony Stark or Chris Evans. Since Robert Downey and Chris Evans, they're next Steve Rogers and Tony Stark, because like ever since Chris Evans and Robert Downey are no longer, for the most part, they're not going to be any.
Do you hear a dog barking?
Yeah, it's our
losing
neighbor.
Okay,
it's our neighbor's dog.
I was like, am I hearing things right now? Okay,
yeah.
Continue.
Sorry, but they're looking for that next character to carry the franchise, because for the longest time it was Captain America and Iron Man. Their storylines really sort of pushed everything forward for the most part, and they don't have that right now because they were throwing shit against the wall, like, oh, maybe people like Moon Knight, maybe people like She-Hulk, maybe people will like this, and it's like the last time they brought forth like characters that pretty much nobody knew about and was found really good success was Guardians of the Galaxy.
See, this is a big problem, I think, with a lot of movies out there today.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a bigger thing in like the geekdom community, but I also it's probably more so in the geekdom type world. But like that complaint, the whole like, oh, we're just throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks. You know, maybe they'll like this side character, maybe they'll like that side character. Blah blah blah. People usually like what they know, and then that continues the cycle of let's reboot this, let's reboot that, instead of making something new. And then people complain about the reboots because, well, I don't like that version of the Hulk. I don't like that version of Spider-Man. I don't like The Force Awakens. It's a rehash of A New Hope. And everybody gets pissy about they don't want to see something new because it's not familiar, yet you try to do something familiar, but that's not the original. That's not what I'm used to. So it's like, you can't do anything right.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying I'm tired of the bitching and the moaning of the fandoms. Yeah. It's like just...
No matter what you do, someone's going to bitch. I mean, that's just kind of life, but that's just something I find obnoxious about the movie world. Yeah. I guess it's more so the geekdom movie world, but like...
Well, that branches out to other things too, like... Look what has been popular the past summer, like Top Gun. Well, Top Gun did really well. Oppenheimer and Barbie did.
How many Top Guns are there?
2.
Really?
There's only 2.
That's one more.
I think there
was like at least 3 or 4.
No, I think they're working on a third one. They're pitching a third.
Why? So there you go.
Hey,
something
Top
worked.
Gun Maverick was awesome.
I want to see.
It was so good.
I want to see cool dudes flying big planes.
Pretty much like
explosions.
Yeah.
Are there any girls?
Yes.
Nice. That's what I'm in it for.
Jennifer Connelly was in it.
She's the one with the eyebrows, right?
With the eyebrows.
She's got eyebrows on her.
I mean, she's got a lot more than eyebrows.
Nice. She was the one in A Beautiful Mind. She got the eyebrows.
Yes.
Thick. With a C.
Oh man, like I like when that movie came out. Who was it? Coy had like a TikTok, and he's like, "Shout out to Jennifer Connelly, who's one of the most beautiful humans to ever human ever." I'm like, that's a very great way to put that. I mean, the woman's gorgeous, and she's like, how old is Jennifer Connelly?
Hey yo, Google.
Hey Google.
Hey Siri.
How old is Jennifer Connelly?
Jennifer Connelly is 50.
She's 53.
Wow. I mean, I haven't seen her very recently, but I'm sure she looks lovely.
She looks great for her age.
Probably.
Yeah. But like Top Gun Maverick was amazing. It was so good.
Dudes, planes.
But then you think like, oh, Tom Cruise, big name. Then the last Mission Impossible didn't do that well.
Okay, Mission Impossible. There's like 8 of them, right?
Like, getting up there with that, yeah.
Fast and Furious.
Oh,
how many cars can we drive? How many planes can we drive? How many things can we explode?
Let's steer this discussion back to what we were talking about.
What were we talking about?
About how like, people want reboots or are tired of reboots, but like
I'm just saying they keep cranking out the same shit. Whether it's sequels or reboots, it's all the same shit over and over, just kind of slightly different.
Yeah. But like, it's not so much like, just look at how all these movies have done so far. Like all these like continuous franchises.
Oh, you were talking about like what was like popular this past
like all like the comic book stuff is starting to like not hit as hard. The big franchises aren't doing as well, but then we get Oppenheimer and Barbie, and those do mad successful, and like they're sort of like original ideas. So it's like, I'm just tired of all the bitching, and like I do agree with that. Like Marvel does need to scale it back, because at some point they're coming out with like 5 different things, and
oversaturation. Too much of a good thing.
Yeah, and they're like going back to focusing on making at least one good project, because for the past couple of things, like the last couple of movies, from what I understand, didn't do well. I haven't seen them, but they just like...
What were some movies even?
Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. Haven't seen it. The last Marvel movie I saw was the Spider-Man one, No Way Home.
Didn't see it.
It was good. In my opinion, it was very good.
Webs.
Three Spider-Man. And then Madam Web comes out, and that's apparently that was really bad.
Mommy Spider-Man.
Mommy. loosely,
MILF
sort of.
Spider-Man.
No, she has no Spider-Man powers. She can see into the future.
What, is she a librarian? Did we talked about this?
We talked. She can.
Why is she a superhero then if she don't do webs?
Because she's clairvoyant and she can see in the future, and she talks to like
spiders,
different Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse and all that nonsense. Yeah.
Like, Peter, Green Goblin's that way. Good for her, man. I don't know how you're gonna make an entire movie out of it. I'm sure they'll find a way because they make movies at everything.
They just made one.
It's Invaders?
Yeah. It's doing very poorly.
Wow, what a shock. Man, I'm so surprised.
I don't know. At some point, I want to start getting back into it because, like I said, like every Sunday, I want to watch at least one movie.
I'm just not a movie person.
I want to get back to that.
I'm a music person.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Music
I've
is
never,
not my thing. It's never really been my thing.
Which is, to each their own. I've never been the type to be like, oh, I could go for sitting down and watching a movie. Nah. I mean, unless, and if I do, it's probably a movie that I've seen before and I know I like.
A Star Wars? You want to watch a Star Wars like we did the other day when our internet went out?
No, I don't. It triggered my fight or flight.
I like you put it in our Twitter DM.
Yeah.
With the chat we have all of the former competitors. It's like, oh man, I'm having Vietnam flashbacks over here.
Our internet went out for a good portion of the day.
Yeah.
This past week, and we all we do is stream, so we didn't have any means of entertainment.
Yeah.
And
we both work remotely, so we need internet to work.
Yeah. And you were like, well, the only thing I have downloaded is like a Star Wars movie.
I have like all of them on my hard drives because like I use them for edits and stuff.
Oh, well, yeah. And we use them to watch them over and over again. But like, I guess at that moment you had like one or two.
Yeah.
And so you put one on and I'm like, oh no.
Hey, what's that guy's name?
Having like PTSD.
Who's that? What's the name of that? Where are they going? Where's that? Who plays him?
Oh, so triggered right now.
Yeah.
All I hear is Mark Ellis counting down in my head.
5, 4.
Shut up, stupid!
So triggering. So I remembered some stuff.
Yeah.
And other stuff I was like, that
we
fell right out.
Yeah. We've had this discussion many times that like there are some things I will never fucking forget.
Yes.
But then there are other things like Nemodian, who plays this Nemodian in this movie. It's like, I don't care anymore. I don't need to know it.
No, there were, like I was telling you, there were certain things that I really had to put forth effort to get straight in my head. Like if I was prepared, like when I did start competing, if I had a match for me coming up, there were certain things that I had to really sit down and like put forth effort and be like, all right, here's how we're going to remember it this time. Like there were just certain things that it was
Mnemonic devices.
certain things stuck and then other things just didn't stick quite as hard. And so I really had to put forth a lot of effort to get those things to stick at least temporarily until the match was over. And so those types of things, as soon as Christian called us that one day and was like, Schmodown's fucking done, bros, it yeeted itself out of my brain.
So fast.
But there's a lot of things that it's just burned in there and it's not going to go anywhere for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's just, if you ask me that question, I'm just going to like involuntarily just say it. So
it does feel good to watch new Star Wars stuff. Cause like Bad Batch just premiered the last season. I got to catch up on that. And and it's a good to just like, they'll say like a name or a place, like 3 different times, three consecutive times in a row. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't need to know that.
That was how I felt when we watched Obi-Wan.
Oh yeah.
Because
that's so freeing.
That came out
2020.
That came out
2021
while we were still active.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. That was the year before.
Because it was when we were at a celebration that we saw the premiere.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, even watching that, I was like, oh, it's so fucking freeing to not give a shit what this planet's called. It's so nice. So I didn't retain anything. What happened in Obi-Wan? I don't fucking know. He ran with a little girl through a town.
What's the little girl's name?
Oh, that was Leia. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she was important.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I love the Obi-Wan series.
I enjoyed it. I just don't retain it.
Yeah. I know people got problems with it, but it's like...
What don't people have problems with?
I get there are some things that's like, wow, that was an interesting choice. But for the most part, I love that show. It was...
I remember enjoying
so
it.
good.
I just don't remember exactly why. I don't know.
Just watching Obi-Wan.
My recycle bin is very active. Very small shelf life.
Just penguins are just falling off that iceberg.
Never to return.
Yeah.
There was another show we watched.
Obi-Wan, Andor,
Yeah.
Ahsoka, which you have not finished.
And no, I didn't. And Andor, I remember they worked in a factory. It was a jail. They were barefoot and the floor was
on program,
electrified. The guy who was Gollum,
Andy Serkis,
was there. And
what's that espressos?
Their feet got electrocuted.
Yeah.
Andy Serkis doesn't know how to swim. The end.
You should finish Ahsoka. I want to know what your thoughts are on it.
I should.
I enjoyed it.
Will I?
I think you will. Maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah, but no. But shifting gears to what we are watching.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're not actively watching any like shows.
Yeah,
just like TV shows.
Yeah.
And also, I don't think we can get into Netflix anymore.
Oh, fuck you, Netflix.
We recently lost that capability because we don't have our own Netflix, and we were sharing. Sharing's a better word.
Yeah, we were sharing an account with my parents,
and we got hit with that whole like, you're not a part of this household, and then we found a little bit of a loophole
for
and
like a hot minute.
They just closed that up. There's one more loophole that I'm gonna have to try.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if that's still around for us. It might only work on one TV. I don't know. But the one loophole that we were using seems like they may have closed that for us. So
close that door real quick on our faces.
Fuck them.
Just like,
shut up, stupid.
Basically.
Oops.
But I don't know. Like, I'm not a big
TV
sit on the
show,
couch and watch new TV shows because I don't know. Just not my thing. Everyone's like, you got to watch this, you got to watch that. And I don't actually. I actually
don't have to anymore.
I don't have to do anything, actually. So, yeah, no. I don't even know what the like hot shows are right now.
Right now?
Downton Abbey. Or there was another, the Crown, the King's Jewels.
Avatar is
King's
big.
Crown.
Avatar it just aired.
Show?
Yeah. Not the one you're thinking of. It was the last Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live action.
I guarantee you, I wasn't thinking of anything.
You're probably thinking of the James Cameron Avatar.
Yeah, the blue people.
Yeah, no, that's not.
This is not that.
This is not that. You know what Avatar: The Last Airbender is?
Oh, bending air. Yeah.
The Airbender. Yeah, they made a live action.
Arrow on the head.
Yeah, they made a live action show out of that.
And they call it Avatar.
Mm-hmm. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Mm-hmm.
There's not a copyright on that word.
No, there shouldn't be because the cartoon came out before the James Cameron movie.
Well, then James Cameron shouldn't have been allowed to do that. You can't use that word. The word's not allowed anymore.
Oh.
They monopolize that word.
Monopolize that word. Yeah, but that came out. What else just came out? The One Piece one came out. One Piece came out a while ago. Bad Batch came out just recently. I think that's it right now. Oh, the Halo series, the Halo season 2 came out.
That's a TV show?
Yeah. And everybody hates it. Yeah.
That means there was already a season.
There was already season 1. Everybody hates the show, apparently. I'm like,
I
don't know. I don't know the lore behind Halo.
As in the video game?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
right.
But there's a lot of stuff coming
Where's
out.
my Overwatch TV show?
That's what I'm saying.
There's a lot of lore
That's what I'm fucking saying. Like, are you serious? Have you watched those shorts? They're amazing.
Cute. They're real
They're
cute.
so good. I think I said this before, the only thing that if you ever were to try an Overwatch show or movie, what character is the lead and which ones are you focusing on? Because there's just so many.
I don't really know a lot of the lore behind people. I know that, there's a couple like main people that were there since like the beta version of the game that like they're probably the main ones you'd follow. Mm-hmm. But I don't really know a lot of the lore behind everything.
It's the whole problem with like making a Mortal Kombat movie or series. It's like there's so many characters now. It's like, which one do you focus on?
Mortal Kombat, I don't remember. Mm-hmm. Shock. I think I've seen like, how many movies are there?
There are 3. I
think I've seen the first one.
There's the original 91. There's Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which was terrible.
Wow.
And then there was a newer one that came out a couple of years ago that was like really like a rated R, like blood and guts. And I think that one did all right.
Yeah, my dad had it on one time when we went over. We were like, maybe not with the kid here. Somebody got like decapitated, and I'm like, maybe not. You know, I think I've seen the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like with Mortal Kombat, it's just got to be around like, I mean, Scorpion's got to be the bad guy. Sub-Zero's got to be a bad guy, right? They're bad guys. And then you probably got Johnny Cage, even though I never liked him. And then you probably got Sonya, even though I never liked her.
Well, Liu Kang is the main character.
Liu Kang is the main character of the
which
movie?
they didn't make Liu Kang the main character of the new one. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like the chosen one of the Earth realm, basically. He's destined to, you know what I mean?
I didn't know who was the main character.
Liu Kang is the main character. I think in the new game he's the new guardian of Earth, new eternal god of Earth. Like,
was Goro in the movie?
And which one?
The first one.
Yes, he was.
Forearms.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Johnny Cage killed him.
Don't remember that. Johnny Cage killed him. Spoilers.
Spoiler alert, he kicked him off.
And then
this is where you fall down.
I feel like the bad guys are probably going to be like Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and then you got to have Katana and Melina because they're just the sexy bad guys, you know?
Yeah. Melina was in the second one.
And then what's that? Was Shao Kahn. He's a bad guy. Main bad guy.
Yeah.
I liked Mortal Kombat growing up.
Yeah, I did too.
I have one favorite, and I still don't remember what it's called. Annihilation? I don't remember. But it was the one that it was like one of the first ones that was like 3D-ish.
That
and there
would
was
be
a crypt.
Mortal Kombat 4.
And you could buy stuff in the crypt.
Four is where they shifted to 3D.
There was a character called Borai Cho, and he was like
that would
the big
be,
drunk guy. And the Kratos, the God of War guy, was in it.
It's like either the fifth.
That was one of my favorite ones.
That was either like after 4. I know that.
There's like a sub name to it. It's like Mortal Kombat something, something. Like Mortal Kombat number.
And then they
something.
rebooted everything and made Mortal Kombat 1. This is the newest game.
So dumb.
And they rebooted the franchise and they made Liu Kang the new Raiden, and Raiden's still in it, but he's
the
no
new
longer
Raiden.
I watched videos on this where like Liu Kang went through time and he reset everything, and now he's the new. What is Raiden? Raiden is the guardian of guardian of Earth realm. And Liu Kang's the new Raiden basically, and he's the god of thunder and fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what I would like to have seen?
What?
But I also think that I might have been one of those assholes that would have been like, oh, it's not what I wanted though. Like, I would love to have seen the Metal Gear movie.
They're working on it.
I heard that Keith Sutherland was going to play Big Boss.
You mean Kiefer? You ape?
What was that? Did he like voice him in a game?
He took over as Snake after.
I thought he was Big Boss.
Yeah, because they went back and in MGS 5 instead of David Hayter, they came back. He needs the new voices.
I need to look up what he sounds like. I'm sure I have.
I haven't played 5. I gotta catch up on that.
5 is Guns of the Patriots. No.
4 is Guns of the Patriots.
What is 5?
5 is I don't remember the name of it because I didn't play it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I only remember you playing because the Guns of the Patriots is the one with the beauties.
Yes.
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 The ladies.
Yes, the beauties. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching you play that, and you had to like crawl through a thing really slow.
4 went off the rails story wise. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Okay, so which one's more ridiculous, 4 or 2? Guns of the Patriots or Sons of Liberty?
More ridiculous?
Yeah. Storyline wise, I don't remember the storyline of 4. 2.
That's a toss up.
2 is very near and dear to my heart.
2 is pretty. My biggest complaint about 2 is probably everybody's complaint is
tread lightly.
You got to play as Raiden. What the fuck is that? You get to play as Snake for like the first level.
Yeah, Tanker was kind of short compared to the plant.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like my big complaint. Like, what the fuck is this?
But at least you get to hang out with Snake.
Yeah, you do at the end of the game.
You talk to him on the codec.
Whatever.
God, I
so
love that game
ridiculous
so much.
wise, I think 4 goes wild with like how because like they left you on a cliffhanger for 2, and then it's like, screw you for 3. We're going back in time. We're going to see how Solid Snake became, or how Big Boss became Snake, and the storyline behind. Then after 3, we're gonna go back to the main storyline of 4, and it's like
A little too much.
3 is an amazing game. They're making they're remastering it basically, and they're redoing the entire game. And I cannot, and it's probably the only reason I'm gonna buy a PS5 whenever it does come out.
God, this is so dumb.
That and for the Final Fantasy VII remake. which looks really cool.
I never played a Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy VII is
I have witnessed people play Final Fantasy a lot, but I've never played it myself.
But like for the way they because there are certain things that MGS2 that they left on a cliffhanger because they're gonna revisit it in the next game, and they revisit it in 4, and it's like what what?
Sons of Liberty is a masterpiece. I fucking love that game. I can't even count the number of times I've played through that game. So good.
3 is I loved playing 3.
Because it was like
3 is so good.
This playthrough, I'm not going to kill anybody. I'm just going to tranquilize everybody. This time I play through, I'm going to get all the dog tags.
I remember at one point I tried to do a speed run of MGS4, and I watch YouTube videos of people doing it and try to like basically copy what they're doing. I got like maybe in gameplay, I got like 3 hours of gameplay into it, and I just stopped. Like, I'm never going to be able to do this. There's no way I'm going to be able to speed run this game.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, a movie would have been fun, but I feel like I would have been that person that would have been like, ugh.
They're working on it because Oscar Isaac's attached to it. And they've been working on it for like the past 3 years.
He's gorgeous, so it's okay. But my problem is that I want Snake to sound like David Hayter. That's my problem. Yeah. And if it doesn't, I'm going to be pissed.
There is like, if and when this movie does get made,
I don't have high hopes.
There is a point in the storyline where it's between, it's right before MGS1 or just retell the story of like the old like Atari, not Atari games, whatever the
Nintendo.
No, well, because Nintendo remade the original one from another system. I can't remember what the system is called. But there's that story from that old game. If they retell that, I'd be happy with it, because then you can because like the problem with video games movies, if you try to remake a story of a game that already happened, everybody already knows what's going to happen. Yeah. But if you tell a story that is contained in that universe, like that, where MGS is, that timeline between Big Boss and MGS1, that area, you can tell a lot of good stories. Yeah. So it's like, if you do that movie, I will 100% be behind it, but they're dragging their feet on it.
I don't think it'll do well because Metal Gear hasn't really been...
It hasn't been a thing in a while.
Hasn't been like relevant.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like with this new remake coming out, if that hits, then you got to bounce on that, because then it'll be relevant again. If the new remake of MGS3 does really well, then you jump on it. So, yeah.
I'm gonna prepare to be disappointed if it ever does come out. Which I mean,
Oscar Isaac is. I think it would be good.
I mean, he's nice to look at.
To look at. I don't know.
Maybe David Hayter can do a voiceover. How shitty would that be? The whole thing was dubbed.
You got to have David Hayter in it somehow. Get him in a cameo.
Yeah, well, you said the same thing about Ashley Eckstein with Ahsoka.
Yeah, they didn't do it.
And they didn't fucking do it. Good job, guys. Opportunity really seized there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know what's relevant on TV nowadays. We don't have cable.
You don't need cable anymore. Like,
I wasn't accusing.
We just the only time I miss cable is when football season happens, when I can like.
We have ways around it.
We have ways around it, but it's like such a pain. Yeah. So like, and when I want to watch, there's sometimes where I can't watch it on the TV and I have to watch it on my computer, and it's like, ugh, I don't want to watch the game like this.
What am I, a cave person? Yeah, like when I had to watch stuff on my phone the other day, I'm like, ew,
gross.
What year is it? It did suck though.
Yeah. It's like the internet goes out and we're like, what the fuck do we do?
No.
And then we have internet and all we do is this.
I am what I am.
Yeah.
We are what we are.
Creatures of habit.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't sat with a book in a while.
Yeah, me neither. I never read anyways. I always do audiobooks.
I also just, even if I'm not watching something on the TV, I don't like a house that's silent.
Yeah.
Like that's one of my like things.
Yeah.
Is, I don't know if it's something from growing up somehow, but like, I just don't like the house to be quiet. Like if we're sitting, kids at school, we're sitting and we're working and it's silent, I'm like, ew. What's happening? Put something on, for fuck's sake. Put on music, whether it's lo-fi or like actual music, I don't care. Put on a show that we've seen a million times just for background. I just don't want it to be quiet in the house.
Yeah.
Like, ew, what are we doing? So that was part of why I was just like, oh my God, this is
torture.
Terrible because it's just so quiet. And I could have played music on my phone, and I went to go like cast stuff to the Google Home, and I'm like,
nope.
fuck, I need Wi-Fi to do this.
Yeah, because like the network works. It's just when we weren't getting any internet into the house, but like our stupid router would, because like it was constantly looking for a signal, and it would reset itself every like 10 minutes. So that, and like the way my editing system is set up, like I need the router because that's how I access all my files and stuff. Like, and every time I'd be working, and then there it goes. It reset itself again, so I couldn't do any work.
Yeah.
But the thing that you default to now as background noise,
yes, I do,
is
my YouTube algorithm is an interesting place. It's not super varied. Like, it knows the things that I want to see for the most part.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I stumbled upon this channel. I mean, it's not like it's some small channel. They have like 18 million subscribers.
They've been on the air for
like over 10 years now at this point. But like, I had been shown or suggested clips from a channel called Good Mythical Morning. And at first, I don't know like what I saw first, but I was like, I don't think this is for me.
Yeah, and these thumbnails have been on your recommended feed for the longest time too. Yeah,
for a while, and because I've for a while I've liked the Try Guys, but they've been falling off for me lately. If I'm being completely honest.
Especially that last video.
That last video was
terrible.
Not a fan.
It was all. It like
for many reasons.
Yeah,
but like, I don't know. I feel like, you know how you like see. Recommendations are like, well, because you like this channel, you might like viewers of this channel also like this channel. So like, I've been shown Good Mythical Morning stuff for a while, and I watched something in passing one time, and I was like, I don't think this is for me, because it just felt very much like, I don't know, it was like two dudes sitting at a desk
talking into a camera. Who does that? Talking
into a camera, talking into a singular microphone, and I was like, what is this, like a glorified podcast? Who does
basically,
that?
Yeah.
But I was just like, I don't know about this. And then like time went by, and I never really watched it again. And then recently, in the past several months, I don't know what got switched. But I watched one video, and I was just like, okay. Then I watched another one. I was like, all right. And now I love these two guys. So if I need background noise, and I don't mean that as any kind of like insult to them. Like, I don't want to watch them. I just want it to be background noise. Like, I'll sit and watch it. But if I'm like doing something and I kind of need to focus, I don't necessarily need to watch, I will put it on for background noise. But I don't know. That's like my thing right now. That's one of my like most viewed channels on YouTube right now is Good Mythical Morning. And I was trying to describe it the other day. I'm like, I don't know, comedy? Like, they do a lot of different shit.
It's comedic commentary on food. Basically, and other things. It's not all food, but they do
heavily focus on food a lot of the time.
Yeah, I remember sitting and watching one time, and I'm like, I don't know if I can get into these guys because Link is just like, we've had a discussion off camera many times where he borderline, he tiptoes the line of almost being annoying, but he never really crosses it. Like the Try Guys now, they've seen that line, they've tiptoed it, and now they've crossed over it now. Especially with a couple of the guys. I'm not going to name names, but like,
because they're very much going to see this. But no, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I can't get enough of these guys.
Yeah.
Like, I love their channel, and it's not like the first time I watched a couple of videos, I'm like, what is this all we do? But then like the more I watched their 10 years worth of content, I'm like, wow, they do a lot of different shit.
Yeah.
And it actually is, they vary stuff up, quite often. So it really scratches my itch for YouTube entertainment. And so, that's what I got on a lot.
Yeah, they have a huge backlog of content that you can get.
And they've also got hair and facial hair that's just like, wow,
My
dog,
God.
Congrats on that. Good for you. And they're also just funny. I don't know. You don't really have YouTube shows that you watch.
I mean, Critical Role. That's constantly on. That's the main thing. I am about to. Well, not that I'm going to run out of content from them, but like I'm almost done with campaign 2.
Oh no.
And I'm kind of like, do I start campaign 1? Because that's...
Why wouldn't you?
I mean, because I've said it before, because they came out with their animated show that's based off of campaign 1. And they've already gone through 2 seasons of that. It's like, do I need to? Like, I'm sure I need to, because there's a whole bunch of shit that they've left out, apparently. Because I've talked to the guy, the DMs are my table.
A DM is a dungeon master.
The guy that runs our games that I'm a part of our party. He said, like, yeah, they picked up the animated show like in the middle of the campaign, because there's this one part of they're trying to ignore this one player that they ended up booting.
Oh, problematic.
Yeah, he was problematic for multiple reasons. So they picked up after they booted his character, and now it's like because I will admit, once you start watching Vox Monica now, like at the very beginning, it's like it feels like I'm missing something. Like they just dive right into it, and it's like, and it moves really fast. So I was like, I'm missing something here. So I'm arguing. Do I start campaign 1? Because I'm almost done with campaign 2. But then there's a whole bunch of other like one shots and a whole bunch of other stuff that they make that they've had on their channel that I haven't watched yet. So it's like, do I do that or not? So,
well, I'm sure if it somehow ever got to the point where the well runs dry and you don't have anything else to do, I'm sure I'm
pretty sure I'll just watch campaign 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, there's so many other things too, because like, and other people are like, oh, if you like, Critical Role, get into the Dimension 20. And I'm like, I don't think I want to do that right now, because it's another D&D based like tabletop role playing channel that's very popular apparently, and like it's a different vibe from Critical Role, as I think people have talked about before. Like if Critical Role is like long burn form content, like 4-hour videos, D20 is more like short 20-minute like one shots and just fun games. I don't know. I'll give them a try. But like the DM kind of, I don't like his face.
I get that.
Yeah, it's like I don't know if I might find him annoying. I don't know.
Yeah, I get that.
But the thing is, he's actually they cross the streams a lot. Like people on D20 will show up on Critical Role, and people on Critical Role go over to the Dimension 20 sometimes, and they'll DM or GM a couple of their games, and sometimes, and he's the guy that's in charge that usually DMs for Dimension 20 has come to Critical Role and DM'd a couple of one shots that are like really important stories to the canon. I'm like, oh, do I have to watch that? Yeah. I don't know. I find him slightly annoying sometimes, because I've seen clips of him on like TikTok and stuff. I'm like,
there's just sometimes
I don't like his vibe.
Somebody just look at him and you're like, you annoy me, and I don't even have a good reason for it. So yeah, been there, definitely.
I'll give him a try.
I think that's how I got into Good Mythical Morning.
Yeah.
When, like, I think it was around the time. No. Okay, no. This is probably when I got introduced to them. Mm-hmm. You saying that kind of reminded me. I think it was around the time that Jenna Marbles,
miss her,
just kind of left YouTube.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck do I do now? I love that girl. Now what do I do? And I think I was like online, like, what are some good YouTube channels that I can watch? And like, if I like this, then what else will I like? And there's all these shitty lists that are like, well, if you like this, and you might like that. And I feel like 99% of the time, no. Because there are so many YouTube channels out there that it's like, I see your thumbnail and it's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, it's the typical.
Like, just everybody does the same fucking thumbnail. Yeah. Always that like big open mouth, surprised face, eyebrows up, wide
pointing to something,
looking surprised at stuff. I fucking and there's somebody out there that we're aware of that does that with a lot of their thumbnails, and I'm just like, I just want to,
It just doesn't feel, in my opinion, it just doesn't feel genuine.
Well, it's
enough.
just everybody. All everybody
forced.
does is copy everybody else.
Yeah,
like that's all anybody. They see this channel has a lot of views, and they look this stupid in their thumbnail. Maybe I should do that stupid thing in my thumbnail too. It's just tiring, and there's so much YouTube content out there that I'm like, just your thumbnails alone, man. I can't do it. I don't even want to click because of your face.
There are a lot of YouTubers that are quitting the doing stuff altogether now. Like there's been at least like 5 big channels that they're either handing off their content to somebody else, or they're just not making content anymore.
It's a rough space to be in.
Yeah, because I think you've seen a couple of videos of me watching Game Theory, that whatever.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, Matt Pat. they just not.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he like announced like last month, like and like I think either this month or it might have already passed. Like we're done. We're piecing out. They're handing off their channel to like other people to take care of it.
Surely that will keep the same popularity.
Yeah,
but it's a great idea.
It's like, oh yeah, because they have a kid or 2 kids, and they're like, we want to focus on us and our family now, and like it's tiring. It's like I get it, it's tiring to make content, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah, because like we see some of the bullshit that our daughter watches on here, like kid YouTube, and some of those like influencer families.
I can't stand
it does not. It looks like a miserable fucking existence.
Yeah,
like there's one channel that we don't like.
Yes.
And we have blocked it from her channel. And he told her that they just stopped making videos.
They don't make videos anymore. I'm sorry.
I don't know what to tell you. They just stopped making videos. And she just was kind of like, damn, and just kind of moved on. Like, shit. Well, fuck. Really? We're like, yeah, dog, I don't know what to tell you. Watch Bluey. But like,
love Bluey.
Bluey,
great fucking show.
What a great show. You sit there and watch it even after the kid goes to bed sometimes. Yeah. And you're like,
goddamn.
I learned something new about my emotions today.
That's a great fucking show. And then, America sees that, and what's his face? Ben Shabibo tries to make his own version of Bluey.
See, that's what I'm saying. All anybody does is just they see what's popular and they just try to fucking regurgitate it into some shittier version.
Yeah, 'cause the problem with that is like they don't, especially with whatever show that he's making, it's like you're missing the point of.
He's probably gonna call it like Greenie or something dumb like that.
I can't remember what it's called. It's basically the same show. It's with just different animals, but like
except they're probably shitty people.
they treat. I saw a clip of it, and it's like it deals with like conservative values. Basically, it's like, oh,
sign me up.
Wow, that's not Blue. That's not the spirit of Bluey at all. Wow. He saw, oh man, very popular show. Whoa, kids will love this. It's like you're missing the point of the show. You're missing the spirit of the show.
There's literally nothing political about Bluey.
There's nothing political.
Quite literally nothing.
It's basically just like the parents trying to teach their kids to be good people. That's all it really is.
What a concept.
Yeah.
Imagine if people just strive to be good people instead of dedicating their lives to being like super right or super left. Yeah. Imagine if we all just focus on being good fucking people to each other and to ourselves. Wow. Could you fucking imagine? And that's what Bluey's trying to do. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, there's that one channel that we blocked. Yeah. One day she'll grow up and she'll watch this and be like, you fuckers blocked her?
Yes, because it's a super annoying channel.
And it
teaches you nothing.
Nothing. Anybody that has seen any like clips or like snippets of that show, like your mom, my mom's friend, like a couple people that have gotten a glimpse of it, they're like, wow, I fucking hate it.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And it's like, you only watched it for a minute. But going back onto like the content creators and stuff, that life, that like content family, vlogger family, influencer family, holy shit. Yeah. That looks miserable because I can only imagine that off camera. I mean, who is on 100% of the time? Yeah. Nobody is on. There are some times that it's just like, don't talk to me. Yeah. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. I just want to exist for a little bit alone. Like, yet in these shows, all it is like play, activity. Yeah. Gotta go do stuff. Always on the go. That is not me, dog.
Yeah. And then you get into the mess of using the parents using the kids for basically money.
Yeah.
They're farming your kids for views. And
that's a whole nother discussion, which I think is disgusting for a lot of reasons.
There are some channels that do it in a way where it's like, or at least you're trying to be educational. At least you're trying to do.
I don't think kids should be out there like that in any scenario. That's a different conversation. But like the people leaving YouTube, I get it because
it's a lot.
That kind of content, you got to keep cranking shit out every single day. I mean, depending on your upload schedule or whatever, but that would get old after a while.
Unless you have a company behind you to like a production staff. But
then you got to get big enough to get to that point. Yeah. And then you got to deal with all the dumbass comments, all the people saying all this shit. Talking shit about you, the way you look, the way you talk, your ideas, your content. Like there's always negative shit out there. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think not that I couldn't make a living off of it. You know,
Could.
if the timing was right and something went viral and we had a really big channel, it's not that I don't think I could. I just don't think I would because it seems miserable. On the surface, it seems like, wow, what a dream job.
Yeah. You get to do this for a living, but like.
Yeah. But then, I mean, that's the other thing. Whenever people talk about dream jobs, what's your dream job? I'm not really sure I have a great answer to that because my dream is not to work. My dream is not to slave away for money day in and day out. I don't have a dream to work. Yeah, there's dream jobs that I could throw out there if somebody were to ask me, but they're not necessarily realistic. You know, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But that kind of a job, it just seems like it would really grate on you after a while.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't seem like.
Yeah.
And in the long run.
Yeah.
Like, what happens when you reach a certain age? Like, I mean, Good Mythical Morning, those two guys, they're in their mid-40s. I'm almost shocked they're still as relevant as they are.
That's something about like channels like that big, like them and Critical Role and them. They've found a niche and they found a rhythm and they've adapted to YouTube. YouTube changes constantly. Yeah. And we've there's like a creator newsletter that goes out every like month or so. And I get them because we're a monetized channel and like, hey, this is the changes to the user agreement. And it's like to be able to keep up with that and adapt your channel to survive that long is insane. So
it just seems like a lot of stress.
Yeah. And it also is a point to like you captured lightning in a bottle basically because I saw a video about Critical Role. Like there will never be another channel or like a tabletop gaming content channel like Critical Role ever again because there's very few other channels that I will watch for 4 hours straight of people playing a tabletop game.
People role-playing and pretending. Yeah. A bunch of adults pretending to fight
imaginary goblins and dragons. Yeah. Like it's so niche, but like the way that Critical Role does it is so like it like so many things align perfectly for them that nobody else will be able to replicate that. Because like I think another big reason why I like Critical Role so much is because they're actors and they're voice actors and they're good at improvising and like coming up with like things on the spot. When I'm playing D&D, I struggle to do that. I'm like, oh, it's like because like our DM's like, so what do you want to do? You see this? What are you doing? I'm like,
I wouldn't be good at that game.
Yeah, I've gotten better at it, but like. To do that constantly, like every week, is like wow. I don't think you'll ever find another channel like that.
How many subscribers do you think they have?
They have over.
I just looked. I'm pretty sure I'm looking in the right place.
So it's in the millions. I know that. I'm gonna say 15 million.
I'm looking at Critical Role, and they have this.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I just started playing a video. Now it's in my algorithm. 2.2.
2.2? Wow.
2.2.
Could have sworn they had more.
Million.
Yeah. That's still.
My boys over here, Rhett and Link, they got 18.6 million. Yeah. God
That's
damn.
what I'm saying. Like, and they've been a thing since like what,
2012 or 13?
2012. Yeah, that's when you can go 10 years plus and still be cranking out videos like that.
We just watched a video of those two grown ass men in their mid 40s playing a game called Catch the Fish. And if I wasn't paying attention the whole time, but from what I understand, the game was two people. Yeah. You got to keep eye contact. Yeah. You can't look. And then one person, their hand is the fish and they flop it around. And the other person has to try to catch the fish with their hands. But you can't look at the fish. You got to keep eye contact. And you have like a certain... I don't know if it's a certain amount of time or a certain amount of catches.
I'm trying to play with you. You won't play with me.
This is something I'm not doing on camera. Maybe later after a couple of drinks. We do have a St. Patty's party coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine playing that and it's like you have 3 catches and if you don't get it in 3 catches, you lose. But yeah, we watched a 15 or 20-minute video of these two 40-year-old men playing catch the fish and giggling like children the whole time.
That's another thing.
And I was like, hell yeah, brother.
That's another thing about like creators, especially creators of their age. I really hate saying content creator.
I know.
It's like entrepreneur. I hate using that word.
Yeah.
But like
it's like a really big umbrella.
Yeah, but like people like that at their age and still be able to put themselves out there like that.
Yeah. Because they make themselves look like morons.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious. It's entertaining. But then again, that channel, not for everybody. I could see some people being like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
Like, we showed a couple videos to my parents. And I think some of them, they were like, okay. But other ones, they were like, oh, that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
So, it just depends on what you're into. But yeah, that's my channel at the moment. And probably for a while.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
It's entertaining.
I don't have a super expansive algorithm because I don't like a lot of things sometimes. Or it's just hard to find something. Do you even leave a
like on their videos? Because I
don't leave likes anywhere. Really.
She doesn't even like my stuff.
No, I do. I think yours is the only stuff I do like. I don't know.
After I tell you, hey, can you leave a like on that? I need to boost the algorithm.
I'll like your stuff. I don't really.
There is a trick that I want to try with this episode. Hopefully it will help. I'll tell you off air. I don't want to reveal secrets.
Okay.
Yeah,
no, I don't know. Like on YouTube, I don't really thumbs things up. I don't really thumbs up videos or comments. Every once in a while, I'll thumbs down and be like, fucking take that, idiot. Even on Reddit or social media, I don't really I don't interact. I'm a voyeur on social media. Fucking sue me, dog. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just me. I just don't. And when was the last time I was on Twitter?
Oh, yeah.
I DM'd our group the other day.
That was the last time.
That was it.
That was the last time I was on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've fallen off that. Fuck you, whatever your name. What is his name? Musk?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you, Elon.
Twitter. Sorry, X.
X. What?
I'm dead naming
People
Twitter. Sorry.
still call it Twitter. I still say tweet.
I thought I heard it I thought I saw an article about him throwing a hissy fit that people call it Twitter still.
Yeah, because that's what it is.
Yeah, it's a blue bird, bro. X sounds like a porn website.
Yeah.
Anytime I send you a link and it's x.com, I feel like I'm sending you college teens, or something like that. I don't like it. I'd rather just be twitter.com.
Step bro says no, but Step sis wants to.
Step sis gets caught in the dryer again. Every time I send a link, that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Anyways,
I
think we'll go ahead and end here. We're running a little long today, and I got to get back to work.
Ew. The joys of working for yourself. You work whenever you want or need to.
Being a freelancer. Anyways, so go ahead and wrap this up here. Great discussion about content and what we're watching. So, where can they find you online, Nicki?
Really not many places. Sometimes you can find me on X.
I even changed the logo on the graphic I'm about to put up here.
Oh, yeah, because it's not a bird anymore. It's just an X.
I'm not going to change it. It's going to still work.
Fuck you, bro. We're going to use that bird until the end of time.
Use the bird until the end of time.
I mean, good luck, but I guess you can follow me on Twitter at Dimmy, DIMMMYYY. As
for me, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Rogueleaderdrew. If you listen to this on audio form, please follow the feed and rate us.
And if you're watching on YouTube, comment, subscribe, and click the bell icon in the lower right-hand corner to see we do things on the YouTube.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of the RAD Cast. We'll see you guys next time.